Good morning, everyone. It's that time of month again. Well, thank God I'm not pregnant. Oh, shit. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Bag News with me, Keith Boggenheim. Well, we started this month off with more news about the lockdown as we continue. And just like the rest of the UK, I'm fully committed to this lockdown. Now, as the month went on, we got a new set of rules with lockdown as it began to ease up. Along with the new the ease up of the rules, we got people now allowed to meet in gardens, obviously keeping your social distance. And we also got a bit of a message about the trains. So if you've got to go to work, then you've got to use your car. But if you haven't got a car and you're still got to go to work, but if you can work from home, so you stay at home. But if you can go by public transport, then you can use a train. But if you use a train, then you have to keep a 2 metre social distance and you have to have a mask.
One debt to society later.
And if you have a mask, then you can go on a bus or a train. But if you haven't got a mask, then you've got to go by car. But if you can stay at home, then stay at home. But if you can't, then you have to go back round. And if you can walk to work, then walk to work. Travelling's still not allowed for sex. You're not allowed to travel to another person's house to go have some coitus. But if you are doing that, then you must actually now wear a face mask, which is just fantastic. Speaking of getting fucked over, is Dominic Cuntings. He broke the lockdown rules himself. The irony, of course, is the fact that he's the one that actually made the lockdown rules. The Conservative Party's released a statement following this saying that if you didn't go and see your parents and your kids during quarantine, then shame on you. Can't wait for their next manifesto. I'd love to be the cop that read him his rights, you know. From one cop to another complete waste of human anatomy, we jump across the pond to an absolutely tragic incident. I'm talking, of course, about George Floyd. While we're on this subject, we'd just like to take a moment just to say that BCB completely supports the Black Lives Matter movement. We stand with you. We may not know what it is to be black. We may not know what it is to go through what you have to go through on a day-to-day basis. But we stand with you. Let's work together again. There's one human race, undivided by colour, by place of birth, by the nationality of their parents. Let's work together to ensure that this is the last of those insidious incidents. On that note, in the 1960s, there was, of course, the race war. But also in the 1960s, they sent man to the moon, which again has happened in 2020, with SpaceX being the first privately funded space adventure, as Elon Musk tries to capitalise and colonise Mars. Well, that's pretty much it for the news this month. No one's here still, so I guess we'll hand over to James with the YouTube news.
Hello and welcome to YouTube News. Now, there has been quite a bit that has been actually happening in YouTube this month. I'm going to go and explain some of these little bits and everything that have been going on. So our first bit of YouTube news, leading on from last month's YouTube news. Basically, Deji has finally got the fight, just not the one that he asked for. He is going to be fighting Anis and Gibb instead. this will be quite interesting because obviously we're going to see who is going to be the winner of who is the biggest loser. In other news, Deji, back in the news again. What's he done? He's bought subscribers. Like, why is that a thing that you're able to go and do? Why are we not doing it? Our last little bit of YouTube news is something that's been happening for the last couple of weeks. It's not good at all. I'm going to do a little bit of an explanation here. So basically, Keemstar started a lot of shit, as well as H3. H3 started a lot of shit. They started to go and have beef again. Before they have gone and had quite a few arguments in the past. But when Keemstar decided to go and turn around and say that money was going and being laundered through a company in which that they shouldn't have been getting money from, all of a sudden H3 decides to go and bring up a very, very upsetting past event where another YouTuber, I won't use their name, unfortunately actually went and killed themselves. They committed suicide. Saying anyone is the reason that someone committed suicide is bad enough. But to actually also have the 46-minute video be monetized is immoral and profiteering from an absolute horrible standpoint of view. It's something that is personal. The family were brought into things as well. One video was all that it needed, and it doesn't need any more. Thank you very much for listening, and this has been YouTube News.
Well, that about wraps up the YouTube news. I mean, I've not got really anything for you now because still nobody here, still nothing going on. But well, I'd know if it's Toby. Toby! He's here!
Spot.
We've got to keep the distance, see?
Spot.
So if you come
Spot.
that way, that's it.
Spot.
And then I'll go round here.
Spot.
Still molting, don't mind that. Oh, just, yeah.
Welcome to Spot! And we're back with Sport. Latest in sport, we have UFC 250 this weekend. The female greatest fighter of all time, Amanda Nunes, will defend her belt. And we also have the return of the Sugar Show, Sean O'Malley. He will be fighting, and I cannot wait. The Premier League is returning on the 17th of June. Let's hope after 10 weeks of not playing football, there will be no injuries. That would be awkward. Also, in sport, we have Tyson Fury has agreed and signed his half of the contract to fight Anthony Joshua in the first ever British undisputed heavyweight title fight. He's also been offered the chance, that being Tyson Fury, to fight Mike Tyson. You're 53, Mike. 53. We actually have a lovely message from Mike, speaking of which, if you just want to take a look here. Silence, okay.
I'm gonna make you my girlfriend.
Thank you for that, Mike. We really appreciate the message. We need the clout. But this has made me realise I have really missed sport. So this is an open invitation. 100 likes, and I will spar anyone for a video.
Social distance. Social distance.
Since when did we get the budget for bloody Mike Tyson and I'm still on minimum wage? In honour of Mike Tyson! Now on to the weather. It's raining. Now, I've shaved my head today as a political standpoint. The stance that I'm taking is that we really need our barbers to reopen. Now over to Jovan with Agony Corner.
Show with me, Delbit. Now today, of course, we are talking about all the events that happened in May. And I'd like to say that so far in May, it was Star Wars Day, da 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 da, da, and also my birthday, in which I enjoyed it in lockdown and got pissed, and may have had a few hookers around, because they are key workers. They are one of the many best key workers around in town. Moving on, we've had many letters today because people are losing their fucking mind. One of them is a guy called Tyrone. Hello, Tyrone. You're a fan of the show. He says, I was bitten by a spider and now I have spider powers. Now, Tyrone, I have seen your story upon the news. Firstly, that was a black widow, you dumb fuck. I'll be seeing you at your funeral. Next, we move on to this young lady. She's not given a name. She wants to stay anonymous. So, hello, Lydia! She says, I'm enjoying the furlough life. I bet you are. Have you finished Minecraft yet? Of course not. Minecraft is an unbeatable game that you can spend hours and hours and hours on. Next, we move on to Jacob. He says, I'm having trouble with my maths homework. Can you help? Now, I've already had a look at it, man. Your teacher is a dickhead. I mean, what does this all fucking mean? I mean, it means fuck all. You tell her that you want an A star and tell her you can have it from me, because I am a certified teacher and did not pass maths, English or science. But look at me now! Oh, and a weird letter has come through. It's quite... I've seen this handwriting before. How do I get my wife back? Borgenheim! No. What you don't know is Borgenheim is actually behind the camera at this very point. Borgenheim!
Oh!
No! Stop sending me letters about your wife, okay? She left you for a good reason. You tried to do that thing where she gets one of those clips and puts it on your ball bag. And then you sort of bend over and you take it. Like there's no man like taken it before. No! But if you're into that, enjoy it. And we move on to the next section of how to have sex illegally. Now, as you have seen in the news, that apparently now ramming is a lot more difficult. Now, what you want to fucking do, right, is wait till the late darks of night, okay? And then you sort of meet up in a variable area. One time, Singing Tree near Manchester, you might know where that is. It's also known as a dogging area, as the police call it. You know, it's not going to be as romantic as their first time was going to be. You know. But, I mean, sex is sex. And if it is illegal, and you do get a kid out of it, just remember, that will be an illegal immigrant. And that's all today on the Deranged Show. See, it wasn't racist.